We're wrapping up our series highlighting the 3 finalists competing for the Louisiana Farm Bureau Young Farmers and Ranchers Achievement Award. The winner will be announced at the 103rd Annual Louisiana Farm Bureau Convention in New Orleans next week.
Well, this week we take you to Vermilion Parish, where 4th-generation farmer Laura Hebert's passion and determination is driving her farm forward. From rice and crawfish to sugarcane, Laura is not just carrying on a legacy, she's building a future for the next generation. Vibrant blades of rice dance through marshy fields in Vermilion Parish as Laura Hebert carefully sows crawfish into the water. It's a rhythmic balance of nature, timing, and hard work, where every wave in the field tells a story of growth.
We've kind of had to grow with the different crops. You know, we've done whatever it takes to keep farming. That's why I'm here today as a 4th-generation farmer. My family did what they had to farm, to make it. Growing up, Laura didn't see herself carrying on her family's farm. But a summer job alongside her father led to a deeper connection with the farm and eventually a partnership. Throughout high school, I always crawfished on the weekends, so that's kind of where I really started falling in love with the farm, but didn't think that it was something that I could do. I thought, you know, it's a man's world. I didn't think I would succeed. I had a lot of doubts in myself. And I went to college to try and be a teacher and figured out really quick that's not what I wanted to do. Ended up working with my dad for a summer and drove the rice carts, I drove the combine, I helped with harvest, and then I was like, I'm in, I'm ready. A pivotal moment for Laura came when she stepped into a leadership role at a young age. Recognizing the need for innovation, she introduced sugarcane, a bold move that not only diversified their operation, but also opened the door to a new source of revenue. It was a tough decision to try and grow something that our family's never grown before, to step into a new field, and I had no clue what I was doing really, so I had to ask for a lot of help. And it's been great meeting new people, and it's good for the brain to start something new. It's exciting. From sugarcane to technology, Laura has brought fresh ideas to the farm. We have GPS systems on almost all the tractors now. Our spray rig is also GPS, and it'll shut off where you already sprayed, which is awesome to have. Even with modern technology on hand, successful farmers also need the grit to keep going when things fall apart. When equipment breaks down or refuses to start, Laura doesn't hesitate. She rolls up her sleeves and gets to work. Being able to say I'm not afraid to go outside and fix a ditcher that's broken or fix a piece of equipment. I used to be afraid of that. I used to be terrified. I thought I would break something, or I didn't know if I would know what to do. But now it's like I've put that aside, that, you know, I'm a woman and can't do it. And now I'm like, I'm out here doing the dang thing. As Laura tackles the demands of farming, she's shaping not just her future, but the legacy she hopes to pass on to her newborn son. Thinking about the first time he steps on a tractor, or the first time he drives a tractor, or just seeing their face light up and share the same love that you have. I want to make sure that I'm successful for years to come, to be able to provide him a life that he can succeed. He's only 3 weeks old, and I'm already thinking about, man, what the future is going to look like, and I can't wait. And as Laura looks to the future, there's one thing that remains constant: her unwavering love for the farm. I walk out the door every day and know that I'm going to do something that I love. I literally love what I do every day. I'm not groaning about going to work. I'm thinking about what's the next thing that I can do to make my farm better. And I feel like it's making me better as a person and work harder to have a future for me and my family. If I had to try and go do something else, I feel like I wouldn't know where to start, to be honest. I can't imagine a future not farming. The winner of the 2025 Young Farmers and Ranchers Achievement Award will receive a $35,000 cash prize and an all-expenses-paid trip to the American Farm Bureau Convention in Anaheim, California, to compete for the National Wife in Our Achievement Award in January of 2026. And Avery, this was such a great year to tell these stories because they're all new finalists. They're all very diverse, and I had a special connection with each one of them. Frankie Sotil and I showed cattle together, grew up doing that. The Lasters. My father is a poultry farmer and a cattle farmer. And then Laura Hebert, her brother, and I were actually in the same class at LSU, and she's a woman farmer. So, of course, I identify with that. So,
I was going to say those connections really came through in the stories.
It's easy to tell great stories when you've got great finalists like that because they're you know, they're just so inspiring, and I would not want to be the one to judge it.
I'm glad we're not the judges, but I can tell you what, your work, impeccable. Thank you very much, Kristen.